Done by Noon podcast, episode number 17. We're going to talk about how to work out when you're busy.
You're listening to the Done by Noon podcast, a podcast for entrepreneurs who want to achieve more by noon than others in a full day. Serial entrepreneur Dave Ruel and his co-host Chris Lopez share the strategies that will help you optimize your productivity, performance, and lifestyle so you can reach new heights in your business and life. So if you're ready to become the most efficient and effective entrepreneur you know, you're in the right place. Welcome to the show.
This episode is brought to you by the Epic Planner, the first planner made for the entrepreneurial brain. It's easy to fill your day with busy work. You feel like you're getting a lot done. But if you don't make time for bigger projects, you're just spinning your wheels and hurting your business. The Epic Planner is backed by a complete system to strategically plan your next 90 days. Break down projects into actionable bite-sized pieces. Optimize your work week and implement sustainable performance habits in the process. To learn more about the Epic Planner, go to www.epic.co. That's EFFIC.co. And use coupon code PODCAST at checkout to receive 10% off your order. Now, back to Dave and Chris.
Chris, Dave. I need to find that, if anyone listening to the podcast has that soundbite of the guy who actually, of the guy doing the hotline. I want that. I need to add this to the soundboard.
I remember you sent it to me and I was like, what is this?
I know. It's an hilarious. I know when that hotline bling. Chris. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, my man. Very good.
Good?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Telefantastic. Mr. Bombastic.
Mr. Boombastic. Oh, we're dating ourselves now, Dave, with all these musical references or these pop culture references. Oh, man.
The younger generation listening to us is like,
yeah,
what the fuck are they talking about?
They're just rolling their eyes at us right now. These freaking guys.
These dads.
Yeah.
But all the dads, though, they're like, yeah.
Yeah. Knowing your audience.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Remember, what was that? Remember Dance Mix? Like coming from out, like in Canada, we had the Much Music had the Dance Mix CDs. Remember that?
I totally do. But the problem was it wasn't even mixed. It was just like all these tracks, but they were separated.
Yeah, it's just a mix. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't a mix, but it was called Dance Mix.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dance Mix 90. Mr. Bombastic was it?
It was on there. Hey, do you remember Electric Circus?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Choo Choo Train? Oh no! Electric Circus. Like when we were dancing, they were dancing.
Yeah.
Like so pretty much Music was turning into a
club,
some kind of club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was on that show.
Were you on the show? Like
I was totally on the show. I was like it was like one time, but I had a friend who was a friend of my cousin's was a producer on the show, and they needed dancers. And then at the time, I was doing some work as well, like in that whole scene. And then, so they asked me to be a dancer on the show. It was funny.
So, were you dancing on the speakers? Like, were you doing weird dance moves on speakers?
No, I wasn't one of those people. I was just like, I was there. I used to...
Who was the VJ? Who was the
Monica Diol.
Monica Deal. Oh my gosh, man.
And then it was like Master T for a bit.
Oh, what is
remember
Master?
him?
Well, okay, hold on. What is Master T up to? Like, what I mean, you don't see Master T anywhere.
No, you don't see him. I was his personal trainer in Toronto for a little while.
Shut up.
Yeah. Back in the day.
I remember Rap City. I was never missing an episode of Rap City with Master T.
Rap City, and what was the other one? The one with Michael Williams, Soul. It was like, I forget what it was called. There was a soul show or whatever. I grew up listening to R&B and rap, like, so all of these shows were all these Canadian shows defined my childhood. But yeah,
dude.
Yeah, so I had a stint on Electric Circus for a little while.
I gotta Google this. I'm gonna definitely YouTube that Chris Lopez Electric Circus.
You're not gonna find. I don't even know if there's clips of Electric Circus anymore. But yeah,
that was hilarious because I remember like watching this and it's like these dance moves are so weird. Like people were dancing. I don't know. It's like they were overdoing it, right? It's like, oh wow. And it was like what, on Saturday nights or Friday nights?
Something like that. It was like we taped it on when we taped. I don't know.
Oh, it was taped. It wasn't live.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, so you could fuck up your moves, and it would actually take the best.
You could, but it was just like you just had to be there and dance. Like I used to. They used to go to modeling agencies and ask people like send us some people, and so that's how I got into it.
Oh yeah, they just picked you off the street like this guy. Good looking dude.
No, I was with an agency before. Like that was way back in the day. It was like that was one of the things, and so yeah,
I love it.
That was fun.
So all our Canadian friends who remember Electric Circus, you might have seen Chris dance with feathers on his head and glow stick in his hands.
The mesh tank top.
The mesh tank.
Large mesh tank top.
That's just a bad mental
leather pants.
Bro, I love you, but not that much.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude. Let's talk about working out. So, yeah, actually, like, if you want to YouTube that, you could actually have a workout by dancing to Electric Circus. But let's talk about working out when you're busy, because honestly, it hit me this week. I had a shitty week last week when it comes to working out. It feels like I had to it was a struggle to go to the gym. I was busier than usual last week.
Yeah.
And I felt like, I don't know, I lost my I didn't feel like going at all. And it was like, you know what? I had to kick myself in the butt to go. But yeah, so, there's a couple of tricks, there's a couple of things to do. And I realized, like, for myself, for example, there's things that I know work and don't work. But, let's talk about, what are your favorite tips and tricks, Chris, to, I would say, stay on track, but also like, make sure you work out every day and you don't fall into the busy trap and like skipping the gym.
So I have it's part of one of my daily habits. And so, the old Seinfeld story about don't break the chain. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I use that method, and I have the habit tracker in my journal, in my Ethic journal. And so I basically just try not to break the chain. Every day I've got to move or I've got to exercise or something, because when it comes to exercise, I think we're really blinded by this whole no pain, no gain mentality, and that it has to hurt. Like you've got to be sore in order for it to work, right? But that's not true at all. Consistency will always trump intensity every single day of the week in business and training. In anything that you want to get better at, it's always better to be consistent than to be consistent. And it's impossible to be consistently intense. So consistency over intensity is the biggest principle for me when it comes to training and exercise and weight loss. Just do something every day to move your body. And I think if you're able to do that, then you're good. Yeah,
one of my friends says that. It's like, my motto is sweat every day. I was like, yeah, it's such a good motto. It's like, I love what you just said. Like you don't need to be fucking intense all the time.
No, not at all.
You don't need to be like the next, Mr. Olympia or CrossFit Rich Froning. I don't know if Rich Froning is still like a good CrossFit guy or not, probably. But you can just do something every day in order to stay active. And I agree. Like last week, for example, because here's the thing. I'm at the house, so I work from home. I have a nice gym in my. You've seen my gym in my house.
Oh, I love your gym, man.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I can't work out in my gym. I just hate it. Like, I'm serious. Like, I just hate working out at home. Like, I can't have an intense workout at home. So I just use it, for example, in the case where I need to squeeze in a quick workout. So for example, last week I was busier than usual, and 2 days I worked out from home. But what I did was like the first one I did push-ups for like 20 minutes. I just
Yeah.
put in push-ups, that's it, various grips, things like that, done. And the next time I did abs and some cardio, right? Because the weather wasn't as nice. I couldn't go outside, but that's what I did. But I got to say, like, I don't know, like if people have home gyms, I mean, I'd like to poll the audience, how many of you guys actually use it properly? Like for me, I know like I have to go to the gym, like to have a good workout or an intense workout, or it's like, I don't know. I feel like I have to, I can't do it at home somehow. I don't know.
Well, it's the environment effect, I think, for a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people feel the same way about work. Like you can't work at home, right? Like that's part of the reason why when I was in Toronto, I rented an office, because my mental association with being at home was completely something different than what it was at work. So I found that I wasn't as effective. I think the gym is the same thing. So I think environment plays a huge role when it comes to your habits, and exercise, I think, should be a daily habit as well. So if you need to change your environment because you have a poor association with that specific environment, then like I think that's probably effective. Now I don't have that problem because I work out on the beach, but
sorry, sir. We don't all live in the tropics.
Well, I'm not. Yeah. But I mean, when you're in Toronto, though, when the weather's cold and everything, it's difficult to train outside as well. So,
well, you shovel.
Well, that's right. Yeah, you shovel.
I'm such a meathead, man. I still have the stigmas from bodybuilding. Is that every time, like, I have a long, like the stairs. I have like I hire someone like with like a huge tractor and snowblower to plow the driveway, because it's a long drive. But I got like a set of stairs, like it's like three flights of stairs, like to head to my main door. And somehow the way my house is built, like all the freaking snow just piles up there, right? So for me, every time there's a snowstorm, it's like, that counts as cardio. The old meathead mentality of everything you're doing outside of the gym is like, does that count as cardio? So, but that's another example. Like sometimes when I have to shovel, for no joke, sometimes I have to shovel for like an hour. I'll like, hey, that's good. That's going to be my exercise for the day.
That's right.
Because, and then I rearrange my week. I try to work out weights 3 times a week now. And I do 3 times a week and hockey twice a week minimum.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's the thing. Like I mixed and matched with sports. Like I was more of a guy who was like working out and then sports. Now I mix everything together. I'm like, listen, 3 times weights, the rest is like, could be whatever. And like, I know, like, unless it's like the summer, but I try to have to play hockey in between, then 2 days rest. But in these 2 days, like we try to do other stuff. Like I try to run errands. I do stuff around the house, or we go for a hike with the kids and Corinne, and we try to stay active that way. So we're never not doing anything. But I like what you said. Like changing the environment. It's a good trick. I love working out too. So I tried different ways of working out. Working out first thing in the morning worked really, really well.
Yeah.
That was until I actually started working early in the morning. So now I wake up earlier to do my big rocks, my projects in the morning. And then I go to the gym around 11-ish. So that's the way I've been doing it now. I got to say, it takes a little more discipline to actually work out at 11 than early in the morning. Just because I actually work before, and I tend to get, not sucked into work, but I tend to get in work mode.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't know, it just feels like I'm breaking the momentum in some ways. And then when I do it, it's just to go. But then when I do it, I'm happy because then the afternoons are actually way better because I work out midday. So my afternoon is actually way better because I don't know, I get more clarity. I just work better, right? It's just the act of going at 11 that's a bit tougher for me than actually working early in the morning. Early in the morning, it's easy. Like the thing that I get my clothes ready, and I just like jump in them and drive to the gym. That's it.
Yeah,
You know.
you know what, I agree with that. I've added training now in the morning because I feel the same way. Sometimes I feel like it breaks the momentum, and so I just do it as part of my morning routine, and then I start work. Like I do some writing in the morning, which is also part of my morning routine. But I make sure like I train at like I think I train at 8 in the morning. 7:30 in the morning is when I start my session. But my sessions aren't long; they're only about 30 minutes.
So what do you do? Like, what does that look like?
It depends on the program that I'm on, but I work out with kettlebells and body weight, and that's it. And that's been my thing for the past 10 years. Wow, 10 years, yeah. Yeah.
So you don't go to the gym at all. Like you just kettlebell, body weight. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, kettlebells and body weight. I have a set of kettlebell. I don't really have a set of kettlebells at home, actually. I have two 24 kilos that I use the most. I have one 32 kilo kettlebell, and then that's it. And and then I have a chin up bar we had in our house. So I train either at home in my house or
Mm-hmm.
at the beach. But if I train in the mornings at my house, we had the builder weld a chin up bar to one of the floor joists, so we have that protruding. So then I do that, and I just use my kettlebells and my chin up bar, and I have a specific program that I follow.
But learn. That's the thing. Learning to work out without actually any equipment
Yeah,
is actually a big plus, because now you can go, if you travel and you're in a hotel room, you can do it. Like any, that's the one thing, because like, I said it was midhead, but I'm a midhead. Like that's the thing. I come from the bodybuilding world. Like that's always been my mentality. And even though I don't feel like a midhead anymore, I still have like the whole, like the remnants of these days, like where I need to work out with a barbell. I need to work out with like,
yeah,
machines and things like that. Like for me, like that's part of the workout. So, but even though I realize that I would be better off to work out like without it, I still feel that I need to do that like 3 times a week. So I commit to it 3 times a week, which like you would have told me 10 years ago that I would do it in like work out only 3 times a week. I would be like, you're crazy. And my workouts are like, are not long either. Like they're actually pretty optimized and done. And then I add some cardio. But I got to say, like more and more, the more I go, the more I realize that actually movement is actually way more important than just lifting in
for
some
sure.
ways, and I'm heading that path too. So,
Well,
I'm good.
I like to tell people, your workout should be supporting your active lifestyle. Like it's you get into a slippery slope whenever you're excuse me.
Whoa, bless you,
Sorry about
man.
that. Oh,
What? Are you back in Canada? It's normal.
yeah, that's right. You get into a slippery slope, or you get on a slippery slope when your training is the only means of your active lifestyle. So what I mean
Right.
by that is, it's like what you were saying. You go on hikes with Corinne and the kids. You're out playing hockey, so you have an active lifestyle already. That
Yeah.
over everything is going to be the best in terms of your well-being, in terms of keeping your weight down, in terms of your overall happiness. And then you just use your training 3 times a week to be able to support this
Mhm.
active lifestyle that you want to live.
Right. No, 100%. And I think the intensity too, we talked about intensity. You can be intense all the time, but sometimes, finding a way, like efficiency is a big thing, in my opinion. It's like, not that you don't have to put in a lot of effort, but it's like efficiency with time. How can you get the best result with the least amount of time involved? You know what I mean? So sometimes it's different movements. It's more like, if like farm, like I gotta say, like more than often, sometimes just like picking up a barbell, doing deadlifts, things like that are very simple things. But I know I feel like I'm getting quite a bit from that workout versus trying to do something too elaborate. I try to go back to basics in order to do that. So, and it works. It works great.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, deadlifts are great. Squats are great if you have access to the bar and you know how to do them properly. Anything that's primal, I think, is really good that will work the
Yeah.
entire system. And I think, I know like you came from a bodybuilding mentality, but like, I mean, the most important thing is to really try to is just try to stay strong. because I think strength is,
Yes.
I think strength is your master quality. I'm not talking strong like power lifter, like squat, bench, and deadlift, and try to, go into like the 400,
Do
600
PR.
pound.
Yeah. Do
Not
PRs.
that. I mean, but just overall strength is so good for longevity. It's good for keeping your muscles supple. And when you're strong, that carries over into every other physical quality.
Yeah. But still, I mean, as you age, for example, I think movement is like you gotta staying strong,
Yeah.
but also moving, like, mobility, anything stretching, like you gotta incorporate that and count that as also as, as a workout, as training.
Yeah. Well, because it is.
Yeah, but we like a lot of people don't. Like, we just work out. Like for us, workout is going to the gym, and we just neglect that. Like I'm like that. That's my typical like problem. Is just like I still take it very like I put it in compartments. Like cardio is cardio, and weights is weights, and where it could just be all of it together. And so that's why I love the mentality of going more functional now, I would say.
Yep. Training movements, not muscles. So you don't have to hit every single body part as long as you take care of training specific movements. So there's like 6 essential human movements. There's push, pull, hinge, squat, something that has to do with abs or stabilization, and then gait. So walking, lunging, anything that you do on one leg. If you're able to tackle or concentrate on any of those 6 movements, then you're good to go. And that'll take care of everything.
There you go. So, just to wrap it up, guys, keep it simple, move every day, and realize that you don't have to be like that. It needs to be a specific freaking workout program. Like it could be actually something that is more, I would say, adapted to your current situation, right? So do that, try different changing. If you have a hard time, change your environment, change the way you do things, and make it easy, to go. Like make it simple. One thing that I do too to make it simple is that I love working from coffee shops.
Yeah.
So I try to work from coffee shops at least twice a week. So what I do is that I get out of the house, I go work out, I take my stuff with me, I shower at the gym, and then I go to the coffee shop, and I'm gone for the day.
Oh, perfect.
So that's another way that I do that too. I don't have like to come back home or anything like that. I know I'm ready. I just go. I'm fully dressed for the gym. I get to the gym. I shower there, change there. So I eliminate friction when it comes to that. To actually going. I feel like if you can remove all friction when it comes to going to the gym, or going or going to work out or train, I think that's half the battle won.
Yes, sir.
All right, my man.
Okay, my man.
I got to go work out. Actually, it's not. I'm not kidding. For reals. I'm going.
Priorities, my friend. Priorities.
Always. No, I got to sweat every day, but now I feel actually I got me pumped. I want to do a good workout now.
All right, let's do it.
So I'm not going to do kettlebells though. Still never got into it. Yeah, you got to teach me, man. Next time we're going to see each other, you're going to give me a one-on-one. I think I'm going to do deadlifts today.
Oh, I miss deadlifts.
There you go, man. All right, brother. Have a good week. Have a good week, everybody, and we'll talk to you in 7 days.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.
You have just listened to the Done by Noon podcast. If you are interested in hearing more, do not hesitate to subscribe to our channel. Click on the 5 stars or check out our free tools and trainings at donebynoonpodcast.com. Thanks again for listening and stay awesome. We'll see you next time.